Time to go. Let's start another Shipbreaker stream with two sheds, Jackson. We still didn't die, and last stream we actually did well. In between then and now there was an update. Nothing that really important in the update apart this weekly race thing. Essentially this is how fast can you get things done and how much you can get out of a ship uh, versus other players, which is a nice thing if you want to do some more challenges. I'm not really a challenging type, so I'll leave it alone. There is one thing that we have to keep in mind, and that's this. Uh, Putting a pressurized airlock into the furnace may cause a crash. Be sure to depressurize airlocks before putting it into the furnace. This should not be an issue for us because I have never to this point put anything into the furnace was pressurized. I don't even know how would you get to the point where you could get an airlock into the furnace uh, pressurized, considering that you have to go through them to get into the ship, and usually there is only one single one. I guess if you peeled into the ship, it could remain theoretically pressurized, but that yet I have yet to see that. So we will be moving on with geckos. Geckos are a lot of fun, so we will be having fun with them. The only problem is, uh, well, it's not a problem, it's more of a stream limitation. Because they're so large, it takes more shifts to take care of them, at least for me. So I might only do like 2 ships inside of the stream, as opposed to mackerels, which I think I did 3. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, so all of these we can just go and all of this is lore. Essentially, these are reports from other ships that you find. I haven't found a... Somebody mentioned to me once that you can get some extra money out of them, but I don't know how. Maybe you have to... Maybe because they count when you pick them up as salvage, I don't really know. I'm just gonna get all of them out of the way since I have them here. We might listen to them at some point, but honestly it's not really that interesting. It is interesting in terms of lore. But the game is not in a point where this would make anything else but just a little side note for how the life looks like on Earth right now. So just get through them right now and move on. So what do we have to go to the first? What do we have to do for the cert? We have to do 5, 6, 11 more work order objectives. Probably do this stream, and we need to earn 7 more million. Potentially possible. We'll see. I have some unspent points. Oh, I have to fix this. Let's see what we will spend the points on. Range of the grapple, charged push force, range, system scan. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's do system scan. We still have 500 points. We can get something else. Audio resynth. That's too much. Brake. Better brakes, so we don't crash into stuff. Start shift, and we need to pick a ship. Last time we did a station hopper. And we will be doing another station hopper because it seems the station hopper is all that we have. Let's see, 13. This one is almost 14 million. A Lynx station hopper gecko. I was hoping we would get more variety, but we're still just stuck on station hoppers. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do a station hopper. I see we already have Ooh, better brakes. We can get this thing out right away. Perfect. And that's already a work order completed. There are no other antennas. There's nothing else we can cut out from outside. So we are immediately going inside. Okay.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Let's see what we have here. Some loose cargo. Oh, there's another data log. Oh. Good. I already thought it was...
Pressure level increasing.
Oh, I actually pressurized it. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I pressurized it, but we want it depressurized, so... Turn that off, please.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Excellent. Did that open up all the doors? It should have. Yes, it has. Perfect. So the glitch is already technically avoided. Oh, there's another data log there. Let's pick that up. No air left in here or in here. Everything is fine. What do we have here? Oh, repair kits. We want repair kits. Every repair kit we collect, we don't have to buy. I believe I mentioned in a previous stream. So when they were making another game, I don't know if it was the same developer or not, but apparently
airlock pressure levels dropping.
Apparently this game was originally, well, not this game, Deserts of Karak, the next game, the last game in the Homeworld series, was originally supposed to be this, the Shipbreaker, but they've changed their mind halfway through development. I don't know the exact reason. I might try to find out if anybody is really interested. Do we have any keys? Oh, I need to buy a key. We need to flush the fuel. They changed their mind halfway through development and instead made the Deserts of Karak the strategy game. It was kind of odd uh, for me because the two games are entirely different. I also want to check something. So apparently it is. So this is now animated so that all of that stuff that we put to the processor and the furnace is taking along that elevator to the main hub, and there should be a cargo ship at one point coming to collect it, which is a nice touch. Looking forward to seeing that. We need to get the utility key. I want to flush the fuel immediately because I don't want to give this game any additional chances of screwing me over. And it will do that. It will try to screw me over the first freaking chance it gets, so... You're welcome. Thank you for giving me that key. So the utility key is used to flush the fuel out of the pipes. Which means that if we cut into the pipe, it won't matter because the pipes will be empty. Unfortunately, there is no way to flush the coolant, but we don't want to flush the coolant until we get the reactor out of the way. Hopefully there will be no reactor meltdown shenanigans this time around, but there might be, because that's my luck. We flush the fuel. Okay, now where is the exit 2? And I'm going to immediately restock on oxygen before we head out. Okay, everything down here looks normal, so let's start cutting. And let's try not to miss any of the... Ah, I already see one of the ceramic ones. We'll have to find a lamp or something to bash that in. Somebody mentioned to me in the comments that I can use a wrench for that, that there are floating tools. And I completely missed that. I think I registered there was a wrench floating, but I didn't know that I could actually do anything with it. So if we see a floating tool like that, we will try to see if we can utilize it. If for nothing else, we'll use it to bash that thing in. Okay, nothing blew up yet. I have to be careful with things like this because they like to blow up and I don't like it. I don't like blowing up. I don't know if that's actually a bug or intended gameplay feature. If you are cutting something from way too far, away, there is a greater chance that the sparks will bounce and set something else on fire. We want to avoid that at all costs. So let's do a risky move. Okay, it's fine. Perfect. Perfect! Okay, that's completely detached, which is fine with us. We don't care about that. Perfect. I think that's almost all of the top ones. Yep. I think that's the last of them. Let's do a little... Oh! Spoke too soon. Okay, I think that's it for the top. We can go on the bottom and cut the lower. Like last time, it's very likely that our first shift will not produce a lot of money, but considering how much we earn on this ship, that's perfectly fine. 500k of a loss for a single shift isn't a problem when you earn like millions for every shift after that. So just doing the prep work in one shift is perfectly acceptable. At least that's what I found for the station hoppers. For the industrial ships, not so much. Also, you can hop around between these. I like that they actually detach. I just wish they don't fly too far out of my view. I think we're moving also a bit faster than we did last stream. I'm also being more secure about what I can cut with the split saw. Okay. Split saw is generally going to cut what it can cut, but if it has in its path other things that it can cut, then it'll spread that cut over them, and that can mess you up. So also this is dangerous. Those beams are not for show. They can cut through other things and set them on fire, which is a nice touch, but also very, very dangerous. Okay, I think I got all of them now. I got all of the important ones at least. You know what else we're going to cut out immediately? We're gonna cut out the thrusters, the nacelles out, and we're going to put them into the barge immediately. I think we're actually better off than last stream. Last stream we were faffing about so long that we didn't get any profit done in the first shift. In this one we will. So those are the nacelles. I do enjoy that they've also, the lights now work properly. That's nice. I do enjoy that they've taken a good amount of care to make the ships look as realistic as possible. So all of the systems on the ship actually make sense. They're not just thrown together. They actually make sense. And that's a nice touch, because in many games where you do have... Oh, I didn't cut all of them out, did I?
Alright, Cutter, you got
In some games that have complex ships, you just have a bunch of systems thrown around willy-nilly, and it looks pretty, but it doesn't make sense. And if you ever played some of the older Star Trek or Star Wars games where you actually could interact with ships, you probably noticed this, that the ship systems and the ship layout work as dungeons, they work as levels, but they don't work as ships and generally don't make much sense as ships. And one of the earliest games I remember that actually tried to make sense of the level design back in the 90s, believe it or not, was Duke Nukem 3D. Duke Nukem 3D was one of the first shooter games, at least, which tried to make levels not just random mazes and dungeons, but real world locations that made sense. And in the second episode of Duke Nukem 3D, that was called the Lunar Apocalypse, you were in outer space. And while it was full of tropes, every single level was laid out in a way that made sense.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
The
Note that excess carbon
Oopsie
dioxide
daisy,
can
I'm
cause
running
damage
out of
to linked
oxygen.
equipment.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, I was nervous there for a moment.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I know that today, mostly levels, at least in sci-fi games on the ships, make sense for the most part. At least they seem like they do. But if you look at them a bit more closely, you'll see that it's actually seldom the point. Levels are generally designed to work as dungeons. And that's a shame, because you lose some of the immersion by making it in a way that it works as a dungeon. Mass Effect is probably one of the games that's very guilty of this. If the latest Mass Effect game, if you take a look at I can't remember what's the name of the ship in Andromeda. You can walk around that entire ship, and it has a very basic layout.
Credits deposited.
But while the layout itself makes sense, did you ever consider? Okay, so where are all the pipes going? Where is the engine actually going? Where is the reactor placed? Why? It's all like somebody joined rooms. Like if you were making a if you're making a Lego ship, you would just put things together. You would really care about the thing that things have to go through.
Supplies running low.
That systems have to interact with each other. That there has to be maintenance done on all systems. And you could argue that you don't have to really think about that because all you really needed from that ship in Mass Effect is it's a hub, and you just have to walk through it, and you would be right.
Object not accepted.
But some of the immersion is lost when you start thinking about it more. And I realize that not everybody agrees with this, also because it's something I do because I like to overthink things.
Valuable object.
At the end of the day, the ship in a video game just has to fulfill its function, whatever it is, and that's it. You really don't have to go through all the extra effort of explaining everything. But if you do go through the extra effort, it makes the immersion so much better. With these ships, for example, they're detailed, but their layouts make sense. The systems make sense.
Deposit not accepted.
It allows me to actually picture if every single of these ships is just generated for me to disassemble, but it allows me to immerse myself to actually believe that these ships
Object accepted for
flew,
processing.
that they were functional, that they had a role, they had a purpose. They weren't just a mishmash of elements. And maybe I should stop rambling now and just focus on my work. Actually, I managed to peel off most of the ship, which is fine. So we actually did pretty well for the first shift. We'll see. What's the score? Yeah, 1.1 million. We're actually in the plus. I'm actually satisfied with that. Considering I was rambling most of the time. I think we can just... Oh, no, 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 no. Hold on, equipment. It's the cutter that... 53%. Was it on 100? I'm gonna leave it for one more shift. Hopefully I won't need to end the shift early because of it. Okay. So we will take the airlocks last. We don't want to deal with the airlocks at the moment. We just want to peel off the rest of the ship. It's so nice that I peeled everything off so cleanly, so I don't have to worry.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, you go there as well. That's a bit of aluminum there, but that's fine. Oh, we finished the work order, which is brilliant. Do we have enough? Oh, we do. Ah, perfect. We don't have to waste so much.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
I can just... Yeah, that's the aluminum, yeah. There we go. I don't have to waste so many feathers on things I can just detach. And if you're wondering why am I attaching to the corner there, those fields have, you probably noticed this already, but they have pull. Still pull it in. I do want to get these things out of the way simply because they can break a pipe, and I would rather not that they break a pipe.
Valuable
Go.
object processed.
Go. Oh. Go in. Okay, are these detached as well? They should be. Only the... Yep, they are. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, this thing is attached, but you know what? It can stay attached. It doesn't really matter. These are from the airlocks, so we'll leave those alone. This doesn't matter.
Credits awarded.
Go in, go in, go in. Okay, perfect. So what do we need to do about this? I forgot what's the...
Object not accepted.
Ah,
Please revisit your training.
screw you, it's fine. Okay, so this is actually disconnected. I think I can detach the right panel, but the left one needs to stay. That's the something. I should use the scanner more often because the scanner actually shows me if I need to see? Yeah, should use the scanner more often. Okay, perfect. So I should be able to detach the nose itself, I believe. I'm incorrect. Yeah, that's fine. I just have to get the coolant out. So we'll detach that and let the thing float out. Do you need help, perhaps? There you go.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Don't snap. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. I bet half of you would probably prefer I just kept silent and let you listen to the music. music is gorgeous. Yee! There.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Up,
Credits
up.
transferred.
Perfect. Okay, I think I can now move this one as well. I think that one is just fine. Eh. Okay, let's attach it here and let the pool do the rest. Yeah, we'll leave that for later. That doesn't matter. This one, however, that's the one that's attached via... No, it isn't. I can't remember what's holding that one back. I think we can now focus on the rear of the ship and getting that freaking reactor out. Okay, if I remember correctly, when I do, this can go back. We can pull this.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for that. I can get this out as well. I will have to go and restock the tethers, but first order of business, get the reactor free.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Just gonna burn all the pipes that are connecting it. Well, except for the coolant one, that one. We'll have to get the coolant out. Okay, does that... It's probably not enough. The pipes sell for pittance, so I don't really care about burning them up. What I need is this canister to be completely free. So this time around, after the mess we went last time, I'm going to burn every single thing in this thing's way. Okay, so it is now...
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below
screw
statistically
you.
profitable levels.
Yes, 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 yes. I know, suffocation bad. Okay. There is a nice touch in the game
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
that as you start to suffocate, your control gets more difficult and your vision starts blurring up and stuff. The problem is, gameplay-wise, it makes things pretty much difficult to rescue. Of course, that only happens if your health starts to drop really low, but normal conditions you shouldn't be in that position ever. Of course, don't let me tell you how to play the game. If you want to suffocate, by all means, that's up to you. Now, technically, this thing shouldn't be tripped on anything, but I will remove these just in case, because I don't trust the reactor and the reactor doesn't trust me. This one is obscured by the pipe. Seriously, reactor, if you try to screw me over again, we will have words. Okay, I have to get rid of the coolant now, and then we can do this maneuver. I wish there was just a way of flushing the coolant out, but right now the only way for me to do it is to either cut the pipe, which can be explosive, or remove the coolant. There is no way to turn off the coolant, which is I wish there was. I wish there was a way to flush it out. So, I mean, there is a panel here. Developers, let me use this panel to flush the freaking coolant out. I would appreciate that so much. Oh, they have increased. They've changed the effects here, so I can actually see the tanks inside now. I approve of that. Okay, Meltdown has started. Now I have to get rid of this pipe.
There's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We were out.
Get out of the ship. Thank you. Don't cause any damage. Why have you... Don't cause damage, just go quietly. Go quietly into the night. Perfect. Perfect.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, somehow they've made it so that even the reactor plate needs to go there, down there. Usually plate has to go to the processor. You can see this red square there. Those are materials which are not accepted by the barge. I could go down there and fish them up, but there's no point, and I don't want to. What's important is that in this shift we have gotten our reactor out of its casing without any damage to the ship whatsoever, which makes me a lot happy, and I'm going to get the ICU out as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get out and in there.
Material deposited.
Okay. Now, since I opened up this massive hole, I could start getting the fuel tanks out as well.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I think they've also increased... Okay, I already saw Big Boom. They've also increased the sensitivity on, or at least controllability of these tanks, because before it was very difficult for me not to smack myself in the head with one the moment I pulled it.
Salvage deposit.
Thrusters are expensive, so we want to get them out. And there is a pipe there. The pipe doesn't matter. The thruster does. I think this goes to the processor.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, you go in there. There's another fuel tank there. I think we are actually doing quite a good progress.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay, perfect. We managed to get the reactor out. We got most of the shell out of the way. And the thrusters are going to be out.
Account credit applied.
Perfect, 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 perfect. Yes, I am very happy. Provided we don't blow ourselves up with anything, we are good. Also, I think they increased the barge, the barge's radius, so that things don't collide inside of it anymore. In you go. Okay. Not even using force pushing. That's how good I am. Okay, perfect. Let's see if there's anything else here that needs to be salvaged. Well, we could take this, but doesn't matter really. These shells can... Oh, are these shells held by something? No, they don't seem to be. We have 1 minute left. We'll just use the tethers to get these shells to where they need to go. And we'll get them into the processor next shift.
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't expect this thing to go all the way to the processor this time around. I just want it to be detached. There we go. Now this sometimes gives me a headache because that pool field affects
Oxygen
it.
reserves are low.
Yeah, that's
Reminder,
okay.
asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
The salvage quotas will be fine. I'm brilliant. I'm the best. You can rely on me. Can I get a few fuses out? Better not. I'm not gonna be getting the reactor, not the reactor, the generator out yet. Also, I still don't know what's actually holding this thing in place. Maybe nothing. Maybe I just need to yank it out. No, something is definitely holding it in place. Do you know what? 6,200,000. Most of it is just from the reactor, but it's also from the thrusters and from, of course, the panels. Oh, muy bien, muy bien. This time we do have to fix the tool. Oh, we have plenty of points to spend. And equipment. Yeah, we have to fix it this time around. Okay, time for upgrades. We can. Can I get some of the equipment built? Oh, I am no longer paying for the helmet. Helmet is mine. I still have to upgrade it, but the helmet is mine. So I'm not paying for the helmet rental anymore. Okay, start, shift, continue, and let's go. Let's go. Oh. See where they stop, where they were. If that stopped over there, that would have been eaten by the. That would have been eaten by the furnace instead. Okay, I do need to get this thing out.
Object accepted.
Why did I do that? What? Why? Hmm. Now this isn't being connected to anything, but despite of that, it's not letting me budge. Is there was a lamp or something here I could use it to break this with. It bugs me and I want it off. Ah, there's a lamp. You are recruited to break that. Thank you. Okay. Get that out of the way. We should start digging into the ship now. But I want to get rid of this generator first. Oh, for the love of... Get out. See, nothing is actually holding this thing in place, but it doesn't want to get out. And I can't cut through it. I can cut through that, but not through this. And it's not being held in place by anything. Developers, fix that. I guess I'll just have to get rid of the... I'll have to get rid of the damn airlocks. I'd like to keep them, and that I broke it. That didn't get accepted. That one was broken. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yes, yes, great, perfect. I hope this won't cut into the generator. Doesn't seem to be. Okay. If you can get a component highlighted like this, it shouldn't cut anything on the side. It should only cut that and nothing else. Not a guarantee, but that's how it should be. Okay, so this is now by all means detached. Am I correct in saying that? Yes, I am. Are you free now? You're still not free. What are you being attached to? Seriously. By nothing. You're literally attached to nothing. Maybe because of this panel here. Hmm. Oh, there's that purple thing in the distance. That's scrap of something. I thought it was a
Raw
battery
material
cell.
processed. Credits deposited.
I know that she says raw material process, but it
Deposit
says
not accepted.
what? But it sounds like she said wrong material processed.
Salvage secured.
There is something to
Count credit
consider when
applied.
you're playing games like this. Now, I love games like this, like salvaging, cleaning. I love Viscera Cleanup Detail, which is a game about cleaning guts. But I hate those chores in real life. I hate cleaning in real life. Like I always argue with my wife because I'm very messy, and I leave mess behind. So she's always yelling at me for that, and of course, that's not a good trait to have. But when it comes to games that have those same tasks, I enjoy them. I enjoy the process of cleaning when it's in a game. In real life, no. I don't know what it is. This game is also essentially you are cleaning up, you are salvaging a ship, you're breaking it apart. It's awesome, but I don't think I would actually do that in real life. I think I'd be too lazy. I don't know what it is. Effects are pretty much the same, but I don't like it. Yeah, this is attached. This is attached. I'm betting it's because of this. I'm betting it's because of this bloody thing. No? It's not the aluminum.
Deposit accepted.
It's not the aluminum, it's just a single piece for some reason. They need to fix that. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. Okay, we'll also get rid of that. I've lost some time doing that for some reason, but now we know. Also, we got rid of that. Okay, fuses. Let's get that generator out of its casing.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, that's one.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
No, I will not revisit my train. That was perfect. Go ahead, go to hell. And that was one fuse. There's three of them. Where are the other two? Usually they're somewhere on the side. Ah, there they are. Perfect. Let's see. I've timed this right. Marvelous. We want to collect them because they are also expensive.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Okay, perfect. No damage done to the... Actually, let's see if I can get an oxygen bottle from here. I think that's quicker in this case. Yes. It was correct.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay, let's get the reactor out. Yep, perfect. No damage to the... not reactor, the generator. And... oh, please don't be damaged. Oh, perfect. I thought it's gonna bounce off on the side. Okay. With that done, that's the outside part of the ship complete. Apart from that part, but we'll do that when we actually free up everything else. Now we need to, because this is a station hopper again, we'll have to get the bottom. And so that we can get the stuff from inside out. because it's just faster. Okay, let the thing cool off. I don't know if these corner ones count or not anymore, but they are coming out as well. We have 6 minutes left. We should be... Ooh. We should be able to empty up the ship. And I need to sneeze. Apologies for that. Okay, is that all? There is one more. Okay. Yeah, thought that was going to be the case. I must say the game is performing much better after the update. I mean, my machine is not weak, but there were some lag spikes happening that were very visible last stream, despite me having very fast internet. And it seems that this time we're seeing none of it. So I think update did something about it as well. I don't know if that's the case or not, it's just my guess, but if it is the case, I'm happy about that. Now, for some reason these are structural, so I have to attach them.
Don't bite off more
Yep.
than you can chew. Weaver out.
Into the furnace with you. I might need to assist. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, time to start getting stuff out and into the barge.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I like the conservation of momentum.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Go there. The only reason why I don't like Station Hopper is because they have a million things inside of them that they need to be pulled. I think I've mentioned that last stream as well. I just smacked myself in the head.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I should probably fix myself. Okay, that wasn't intentional, that was accidental. I smacked myself into the helmet. It only damaged the suit. Well, it did cause a bit of damage to myself as well, but minor.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
We're not losing any oxygen, so it's fine. You can rupture the helmet, by the way. It's something that can be done.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
If I smack myself into the head with enough force, a few more times, that's going to happen. I'm gonna endeavor not to smack myself in the head.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, let's get these out. We want to get as much out as possible because it's such a big faff.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, I think that's
Salvage
most of the
secured.
things.
Account credit applied.
Oxygen critical. Free oxygen here.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Excellent. And let us move on. And there's that switch over there. Those are mechanical. I almost broke it. expensive. Good.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
No monitors behind me, so that row of monitors in front of me is what's left.
Salvage
Let's
secured.
try to get as
Credits
much of them
deposited.
out as possible in the last 60 seconds.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Salvage secured. Account
Yeah.
credit applied.
That's done as well.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Ouch! I need to stop doing that. If you keep
Salvage
the
deposit accepted.
pull
Credits
the
transferred.
right mouse held for too long, which is what's used to pull the object to you, you essentially smack yourself in the head with it.
Salvage secured.
And the bigger the object.
Account credit.
So apparently monitors can blow up. That's new. That's almost 3 million. But that caused so much damage to the ship, and I don't know how. You will notice that we have a bit less taken off because we're no longer renting our helmet. Our helmet is our own now. We still need to get the cutter rental, grapple rental, scan rental, suit rental, and thruster rental out of the way, and that will then even remove it that even further. I am not happy about what just happened in the literally last second of that run. That was literally the last second. Range, thruster, scanner. Yeah, let's go for range. Let's assert the damage. Look at that. That was a monitor that exploded. That was a monitor that exploded. What the hell? How can a monitor do so much damage? What the actual hell? One of the monitors did all this. It's as if a fuel cell exploded. What the actual hell?
Deposit accepted.
I mean, developers, that needs to change. I mean, fine, you want to make a monitor explodable, fine and well with me, but contain yourself. Like, what the actual hell? What was that monitor made of? Nuclear fuel? Like, seriously. Contain yourself. That was just silly. That was just absolutely silly. But anyway, can I cut these? I can cut these, so let's just make my life easier. Not perfectly aligned, but I don't care. Okay. I do want to save the heat spreaders. I'm still annoyed by that explosion just now. I mean, fine, yes, there are components that can explode. Fuel cells can do so much damage. Reactor can do colossal damage. But, oh, I just noticed that this ship doesn't have any heat sinks. Which is fine, makes less trouble for me, but why? I'm just gonna cut it off and send it in. But I do need to get this thing out, so I will need to liberate that part. The rest can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. I should probably liberate this part though. I mean, even if we consider that that explosion was several monitors chain reacting into a bigger blast, it's a monitor. It's a piece of electronic equipment. What the hell? Oh, what is this? A power cell capacitor. Yee! Okay. That's now burning. Let's see if we can salvage it before it burns out. Yes, we can.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
This is destroyed. Okay, power cell. Now, you see, that was a power cell capacitor. It made a few sparks, it made a small fireball, and it's fine. That's a reasonable reaction. You know what's not reasonable reaction? This. This isn't really reasonable reaction from a monitor. This should not happen. Yeah. Annoying. I am sacrificing this panel.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Screw you. Yes, I know I just smacked myself in the head again, but it was only a light tap. It's fine.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's fine. It's fine. Trust me. It's fine. I'm fine. This is all fine. This happens all the time. We want the stuff that's inside of here. I'm just gonna use this hole. This is expensive. And we have
Secured.
this thing.
Credits deposited.
Okay. I'm still fuming about that blast. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I just wasted that battery. That's okay. That's okay. This goes to the furnace, so I don't have to pull it out. Fine. Let's make a slice. Where were those lines going?
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation due to
Material deposited.
salvage quotas.
Okay, is that now all of it? No, it's not. This needs to be cut as well. Yes, I should. I know I should go take oxygen. I'm aware of that. There we go. I want to finish that before I go back to restock on oxygen. Funnily enough, it seems that we don't need any more fuel for thrusters. We just don't
Oxygen
use
reserves are
up enough
critical.
fuel.
Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Nobody's asphyxiating today. It's fine. Cool your jets. Was there anything here that's actually worth saving? No, everything is just junk.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Work order is complete.
Well, we finished the ship work order at least. What the hell was that? Time to detach parts of the ship and send it off.
Material deposited.
And this part to here, we already cut it to bits. We also blasted it to bits unintentionally. I still refuse to take. Oh, we didn't. Something's not detached. Which part was not sawed through? This is cut. This is. Oh my god. Also this one.
Deposit accepted.
Is that it now? Should be. It's a big bit, but it's fine. That leaves the last bit for the next shift, plus whatever we can complete today. In this shift, I mean. There we go. That's going away.
Tucker, you got 5 minutes left in this shift.
Yes.
Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We wrap.
I'm going to detach the front end of this place so I can work on the inside of this. Oh, that's not necessary. This one is. Oh, there are stuff inside it holding it together. Probably some more structural monitors. Yeah, those things. Might as well pull them from here.
Salvage secured.
I know that the game is in early access. I shouldn't be upset about random things like that, but you don't you dare! Don't you do?
Salvage deposit accepted.
I mean,
Credits transferred.
I expect things to blow up. I'm expecting the fuel tanks to blow up. I'm expecting the reactor to blow up. I'm expecting these little boxes, this little thing, that isn't even textured properly yet. I'm expecting that to sizzle, maybe electrocute me, hit me in the head quite hard,
Salvage
but
secured.
not blow
Credits
up.
deposited.
Blowing up was not in its description. And there you go. Since I did already do the work order, I could, technically,
Salvage deposit
send the rest of the ship to the processor or furnace, whichever I felt more apt, and be done with it. However, I would be losing some prof. I don't know what blew up. It was my fault, but it's fine. It's already saved.
Account credit applied.
This is expensive. I am
Salvage secured.
quite often wondering where this game is going in terms of its next step design, because right now they have been doing some quality of life upgrades and updates, and that's all well and good. I like those, but I am thinking, okay, so what is the next step? Bigger ships, different ships? I mean, I would like you to add more ships to the game, and when I say more ships, I mean different types of ships, and as well bigger ships, bigger than the Gecko class. But that might be difficult, because if you can see, the Gecko barely fits into this dock. Just doing different kinds of ships would be quite fine as well, but some variety would be nice. This is early access, so there's plenty of room to grow. But I have noticed that concerns me a bit, is that the ships that are currently in the game, the Mackerel and the Gecko, they have plenty of varieties, but there are only 2 ships, and they have a very limited design, which makes sense. They're based on on different models of a ship, so each pilot or contractor would be changing the inside of the ship of that standardized model to fit its purpose or objective. But are we going to see bigger ships? That's something I would like to know. Are we going to actually see bigger ships? And if that's the case, will we get a bigger dock? Will we be able to customize the dock? Lots of questions, lots of potential for this game to grow, but in the current updates and in the roadmap, I haven't seen.
Warning.
Oh,
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
that's fine. The shift is almost over. I'm just having questions. I have a lot of questions about where this game is going. So almost a million just from that random bit, which is fine.